All right, welcome back once again to the Road to the Apocalypse, where we take a look at their roadmap, discuss upcoming features, things they have planned, and of course, speculate, which I was always told it's never good to speculate. It's good to go on facts, but it's fun to speculate. And as we speculate, who knows? Maybe they'll implement something that we talk about. So let's take a look at the roadmap. So for getting there, thedeadlinger.com is where you're going to find the roadmap. So once you get to the main website, just scroll down a little bit and you'll see click here to view the development roadmap. All right, so we started off, we're in the Survivor gameplay. So last time we talked about health and stamina. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the inventory system. So right now they have a grid inventory system. They say it's working as intended, but still needs improvement. It actually is not too bad at all. Probably the biggest gripe that I have sometimes is it's hard to tell exactly how an item is going to fit in your bag. Not meaning when you see it on the ground you pick it up if it's going to fit, but when it's in your backpack. Sometimes when you have an item that takes up like 2 squares, sometimes when you place it next to something else that takes 2 squares, they kind of overlap a little bit and it ends up picking up the other item, dropping yours down and picking something up. It's not perfect, but it's actually really, really good. And I can see from some of the early development video logs, it's improved significantly. It was really, really good what they have now. But yes, it does need some tweaking. I think one thing that needs to be tweaked is the crafting button is easily accessible right there in your inventory screen. It's just that I've encountered sometimes where if I'm using like a context menu for one of the items or moving some stuff around, somehow when I click on something that's kind of over the crafting menu, it, in addition to moving the item or selecting the context menu, like eating food is probably the big one, it'll then pull up the crafting menu. So the buttons are kind of click throughable. It's a minor inconvenience, but it led me to think a couple times that, oh my goodness, there's something I can do with this item because it immediately pulls up the crafting window. And then I got to work and it turned out, no, it's just that I'm clicking through my context button and then it's clicking onto the crafting menu by mistake. So it's really nice. Now, what's really cool that they have too is an auto arrange button. So it lets you click on the button, it'll automatically arrange the things in your backpack to try and conserve space and free up slots, because again, you can't always tell exactly how an item fits. I think one thing that would help is if they simply put like a red box around an item and then you can see kind of the outline, because some of the items have a nice little picture like a handgun, but the way that they're kind of tilted and slanted, you don't know, is that taking up 4 slots, is it taking up 2 slots? Some things it's really easy to tell if it's a 1 slot item or a 2 slot item. So it's not like, oh my gosh, this is the most confusing thing either, but I could see that when you highlight, maybe when you click on an item, it'll kind of bring up a little red outline, and then you can see before you drop it exactly how much room it's going to take. So it is a good system. They have made some really good improvements from what I've seen before, such as the switch weapons. They recently put in, I say recently, it's probably been a couple months, one of the previous builds, where you could have two weapon sets available. So you can have on one weapon set your, say, rifle, and then you click button 2 and it switches over to, say, a melee weapon. So that's been a nice improvement as well. And they actually have in there a button that says switch weapon set, so you don't have to be confused as to which weapon set you're working on. Anyway, it's really nice. They have the GUI element for showing you how many magazines your weapon has and how many rounds of ammunition are in each magazine. So there's a lot of nice little additions. It'll be nice to see maybe some improved icon graphics or something when you hover over at the bottom. Like if you hover over stamina, it kind of explains, gives you tool tips. That would be nice, because there's some symbols down in there that don't, I have no idea what they are still. I've guessed out like the one for stamina when you sprint and your infection level, but you know, it'd be nice if there was a tooltips in there. So it says inventory then is about 40% done. Now, in addition to saying inventory, though, it really is kind of almost like a character sheet because it has a lot of statistics there, a lot of information displayed on this quote unquote inventory screen. So tooltips will help. The context menus they've added, so you can right click an item and choose to eat it or drop it. Or what's really cool here is how you can interact with objects just by standing close enough to it. So for instance, when you're standing close enough to a fire and you open up your inventory, if you have raw meat, you just right click on the raw meat and choose the cooking option, and then you'll see that your food is cooking, and when it's done, there's a visual indicator that it's good to go. So great beginning of a system. Again, 40% done. It'll be nice to see how that progresses more. Just some other glitches that I see that would be nice to fix is, for instance, when I right click on a jacket or a shirt and choose like equip, it puts it in a hand slot. So if I want to actually see it in one of the shirt or jacket slots, I have to drag and drop it. So a little bit of tweaking to come. That would be nice to see those little things be fixed. They're not game breaking and it didn't make me mad. It's just nice to see that you know, the feature's there, but when it's working, it'll be really cool to go, oh man, that's awesome. So good first start. All right, but that'll take us through today for inventory. I don't have any gameplay footage to show you. This is more of an educational kind of thing. I'm not here for your entertainment. We're here to discuss facts and things, well, and speculate. So thank you for watching us talk about inventory. Again, if you want to see what's coming up in future Roads to the Apocalypse, you know, just take a look at the roadmap. And if you want to discuss something on the roadmap out of sequence, because I'm just going down the list, but if you want to talk about something first, let me know, because I'll definitely spend some time giving my thoughts on a particular roadmap subject. So thank you again for watching. Have a great day.